When it rains, it can really rain a long time, and it probably doesn't stop until the spring. If we don't get the plastic liner in before that rain comes this time round, there's a good chance that that's the end of that, game over, and we don't really have any water for next summer.
So it'll be next year. We don't want that. I want to buy a pool in 2025.
We are very hopeful that within the next 5 days we can start putting water in that biopool, so then it doesn't matter if it rains.
In Spain, they say, falls mostly on the plain. But here in the mountains of Northern Portugal, the winter rain feels as though it drops in a single blanket of water. The arbitrary deadlines that we've placed on our projects in the past are nothing compared to our very real need to finish this biopool before the rain makes this, our last undeveloped terrace, impossible, too soggy to negotiate. We've already had one false start, and let's not forget that this is a project that's already 2 years in the making. Right now, we've got one full day of sunshine before we play roulette with the weatherman once again. And added into the mix, we discover some seriously toxic intruders on our farm that require immediate attention.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I would do. Just climb up a ladder, cut the branch off, stick a bag over the top of it and burn it.
And of course, we're trying to build our dream home too. But more about that very soon. Thank you for being here with us, guys. It's your support that's making this all possible. And, well, let's see if we can get it done. Okay, that is exciting. So John's gone off to get a brush, the leaf blower, and I think a spade or something. And we're going to try and clean out this pool as best we can. We're then going to get felt in around the sides and along the bottom of the cement. Concrete, along the bottom of the concrete. It's going to take some time for me to kick that habit, guys, so bear with me. And then Mario, later this afternoon, is going to be able to backfill around the edge of the biopool, and we'll be able to get him to lift that liner in, and then all it takes is an unfurling, and we can start collecting water. We're getting close. I think sometimes this is what happens, isn't it? You build up to it, you build up to it, you build up to it. You think you're still miles away from something being able to be done, and then all of a sudden things fall into place, and you can just get on with it. So let's get on with it. Why not?
We probably will swim in it, so that means people will be walking on the bottom, and if there's sharp little bits and they step on that, it might puncture the rubber. Some people I know have said, why don't you just render the pool?
Exactly, I want this pool to blend like a beautiful natural pool. We've got a vision for it to look more beautiful than a water storage reservoir.
Another question we had about it that was quite frequent was, why are you making it out of cement? Why don't you just dig a big hole and then put the liner in the hole? I mean, the reason why we haven't been able to do that is because this terrace gets very wet, and what's likely to happen in an environment like that is that the water from the land would push the underside of the plastic up, and so it would start lifting, and then that wouldn't be good either. So we've had to put this structure in place to stop that from happening.
What do you reckon, Obi? There he is. Got a beautiful sky today, everybody. Look at that. Wow. Sean's off to try and grab a big bamboo root.
Dreaded bamboo roots. We definitely don't want any of those being left in the ground. Thought I got it out of the way.
How does it look, feel? Is it nice?
Yeah, it's good. It's quite solid, quite firm stuff, so I think it'll do a great job. We just want to really do our best to take as many of these sharp bits out.
How's that for a scene, man?
It's so cool. Mario's just checking whether it's the right height. Mario's just checking that the level on the other side of the wall is about right, which will be about here. We don't want it much more than that. I'm putting one sheet of felt across the middle so that Mario can then lift up the felt, lift up the rubber and just move it into place. And then we can clean around the outside of it.
I do feel a little bit like I'm just stood around watching, but I am cameraman, so I'm doing it for you guys. Yeah, I don't want to miss a shot, I don't want to miss a moment, so I'm trying really hard to kind of have eyes everywhere, because the guys are building the steps, Mario's here with the digger, John's unravelling the felt. I've got to keep an eye on the dog, who's being very, very good right now, but Armando's sheep are literally just across the fence over there as well, so we've got to keep an eye on Obi. And, well, you know, every job needs a foreman, right? Later on in this episode, John and I have to tackle something which is equal parts frustrating and terrifying, but also just a real strain on time. So I'm feeling especially grateful to our friends at Incogni for saving me 113 hours and 15 minutes of scouring the internet trying to find places where my data has been leaked. Data brokers are operating out there in the world of the internet, using our data for nefarious purposes, things like identity theft, putting you onto lists so that your spam goes through the roof. Or they're just selling things like your health information or your address for their own profit. Incogni is a very clever piece of software which scours the internet searching for all of the places that your data is appearing. It then sends automatic requests to those data broker websites that your information is deleted, and it continues to check until that request has been fulfilled. In my mind, having something like Incogni as part of your online security team is a prerequisite in today's online world. And I really love that they've got their family and friends plan, so that on your annual subscription you can add up to 4 friends or family and have their data secured just like yours. So take back control of your own personal data. Use the link below and our code TheNewbys to sign up for Incogni, and you will get 60% off your annual plan. Right, let's get back out there. There's plenty to be getting on. So where John and Mario are right now, there's this little level below the main wall, and I'm pretty sure we think we do anyway, that there's a little wall inside there, and all of the soil that's on top of it was moved when we were digging out this biopool, and so it was covered. So John's just asked Mario to have it looked so that we can uncover it again, because it would be lovely to have that kind of double layered wall there. Honestly, in my mind, I'm like, that's a perfect place for a barrel sauna. Being really carried away here. But a barrel sauna on that level with the biopool here, it's the dream, right? There is a wall there, there's some stones in there for sure, but tricky to try and get the soil off it without just dismantling the whole thing, so we'll see how Mario gets on. But it's good that he's digging there, because there's also a really big bamboo problem on that little lump. So John's going to be grabbing all those roots out, and hopefully there's some soil that he can then use to keep backfilling the biopool. John, his never-ending bamboo battle.
I don't think there's a wall there. I was thinking there's a wall. Maybe we just need to build one.
Okay.
But the battle with bamboo begins again.
This is a big one as well, huh? Mario knows the deal, hey? Leave no root unturned.
Look at it, man. This whole field, well, not all of it, but at least half of it, in the summertime goes just to bamboo, completely. Bamboo forest.
I think the guys have just come down and asked Mario to come back to lift some more stones into place on the steps. So I'm loving the efficiency of time today. You know, he's been up there for however, an hour and a half, whizzed down here for the half hour it's taken them to cut the rocks. Now he's going to go back round and carry on with the stone project. It's great. This really feels really like we might actually get some proper progress today, which is epic.
Right, lunchtime, let's go.
Love, before lunch, can I show you something that I'm really concerned about?
Yeah.
I noticed something down on the lawn today, and I think we got to do something about it.
Okay.
Come, let's go have a look.
Now.
Yeah, before we have lunch. Because I think it's quite urgent. Safety of our dog and our children urgent. There's a quick build update for you guys, everybody. They're just putting in those rebar bits along the top of that foundation layer. And then they're going to start pouring that concrete soon. This week, I think, isn't it? We might have a slab by the end of the week.
I think we'll have a first floor.
Great.
Yeah. And then I've got a knock garage.
Yay!
Then we can start thinking about knocking down the actual knock garage.
Yep, I was talking about that just this morning. Right, so this morning I had to come down here to look for a bucket.
Everybody can see how wonderful my garden's coming along. I've been down here, busy.
We spent the weekend down here, which was
we
lovely.
do work that we don't film.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's important. It's nice to have a balance. So, in that pine tree, love, annoyingly on a little branch that's quite literally dangling over the trampoline, there is a nest. Now, some of you might remember years ago, it must be 2 years ago, maybe last year, I can't remember now, when John was building this deck, a few of you wrote to us saying, do you guys have a problem with processionary caterpillars? They're these super hypertoxic caterpillars that cause havoc with children, dogs. They can kill dogs. We've seen a dog who bit one and literally lost half of its nose. And we've never seen them before. But anyway, this morning I saw a nest and I was like, that looks interesting. So I Googled it and I'm pretty sure it's a processionary caterpillar nest. And we've got to get rid of it because they are super... No, don't. They are super toxic. And we definitely don't want them around. They can also annihilate a pine tree. And these pine trees are such a big part of the farm. It would be a real shame for them to die. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, do you see it there?
Yeah.
There's like a little fluffy nest at the end of the branch.
Okay.
You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
That, let me show you from the internet,
Okay.
is a processionary caterpillar nest.
Here's what I would do. Just climb up a ladder, cut the branch off, stick a bag over the top of it and burn it.
Okay.
It's quite high up.
It is.
I mean, the other thing is we could just chop the tree down.
Chop that tree down because it's such a small one.
Yeah, but it's a lovely tree. It's like perfectly located.
I know.
I like its location. What if we chop it down and they go everywhere?
What if you climbed on the roof of the deck and just chopped the top of it?
No. What happens if it lands on the ground and then the caterpillars just leg it?
Well, I don't know. The caterpillars go into their nest during the day and they come out at night to eat the pine needles.
Okay, so during the day it's fine. Right, let's do it now.
Anyway, a big thanks to you guys, because if you guys hadn't commented about processionary caterpillars a long time ago, I wouldn't have known about them. So yeah, grateful for anybody who spies things like this.
So I can see the nest right there. I don't need the ladder, I just need a saw. I'm going to cut the tree from here. Yeah, let's see. I got an idea. So let's go and see whether we can make something work.
What are you doing?
Got that.
I've just figured it out. He's making a longer handle. You're making a longer handle, right? I like that he left me. That penny had a long way to fall, but it landed eventually.
Right, now I need to go and get some screws. And we'll try and make a plan with the bag.
Well, the story of this video, everybody, has taken an unexpected turn, hasn't it? Bet you didn't think you'd be watching caterpillar extermination today. Tuned in to watch diggers and stairs and walls and all sorts of things. But today, the caterpillars.
Let's go I'll get some bamboo canes and we'll see whether we can make it work. Otherwise, I'm just going to chop it. I've got the bag.
I got the bag. Do you want your saw?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's do it. You look like you mean business, love.
I do.
Actually, wait. One last thing to do. I'm going to put the dog inside the house. And he knows it. And what he likes to do is become a giant deadweight so that you can't get him in. Come on, buddy. Sorry, my boy. Just for half an hour while we get rid of the caterpillars, okay? We'll be back in a second, I promise. Good boy, Obi. We're just keeping you safe, buddy. There's Mario coming back with his truck from his lunch break. There's the guys getting back from their lunch break. And we're just going to head down and get these caterpillars sorted. And then we will get you all back up to watching more exciting things than us exterminating poisonous caterpillars. Oh dear. All in a day on the farm, isn't it? Some days are normal and some days are anything but. Today is an anything but normal day.
I can hear everybody. No, not everybody. I can see a few people out there. I can hear you. What is he doing, you're saying? That's okay. I get told off so often for all sorts of things on this channel. I don't mind anymore. See what happens when you don't give me a house to build. I've been sidelined.
And things are getting ridiculous.
I've been sidelined, unfortunately. I'll be back soon, though, building. I just, you know. Ready?
I don't know what you're doing. Are you putting it over the top of it?
That is going to go straight over the top. Now I'm going to need you back on the lawn.
Okay.
Guiding me.
Every man loves to have navigation guidance from his wife. This is so funny. You need to go higher. Did you know that already? Oh, go a bit higher. And now if you could make it go down, you would be in with a winner. Oh God. Come on, love, you can do it. Oh, yikes. Well, you're definitely pissing them off. So close, it went in, it went in. Okay, darling, I don't think this is such a good idea. No. Oh, that was good, but you just didn't have the entrance lined up properly. That's, oh, it's so close. No, it's just bent the branch. Sorry, I can't. Oh, so close. Well, I would be pissed off if I was a caterpillar and it was getting battered by a black bag. I mean...
Okay, I don't think that's going to work. Hey?
No, but it was
What I
worth a
don't
try.
want to do is if there's like hairs and spores.
Yeah, there is.
I don't want to be. So let's just chop the branch.
Okay, all right.
That was a good idea, but I don't want to be standing underneath spores that are going to make me itch for 16 hours. Okay, shoes are off. Up we go. Okay, invention number 2. Invention number 1 did not work.
Get him, love, get him. So having tried to cut that, poor John, for about half an hour with a blunt saw, he's now cut it and it's got all tangled up with the other branches, so it's just stuck exactly the same place it has been the whole time. I kind of wish we hadn't even bothered now, you know. It's like we just found another nest just above me in the tree over here. So, like, what do? Do you just leave them, or...? Some of you were going to say cut the pines down, but like it's a huge, huge part of the farm, these pines. I don't know. God, I don't know. I don't really know what to say. Yes! Yes! Well done!
I'm going to try and lower it down as easy as I can.
Okay, all right.
You
I
grab
can...
the stick.
Yeah, I've got the stick here. Okay.
Okay. You got it?
You got it.
Let go.
All right, let go.
That was a crappy idea.
I think that might be a series of crappy ideas. Oh, no, we dropped. Okay, it's all right. It's all right. Okay, we have got them on the ground. I'm not going to let go just yet. Oh, it's quite impressive, isn't it?
Beautiful.
I am so psychosomatic, and right now, super itchy.
Is it?
But I don't think these itch, I think they burn.
Is it?
Well done, love. Look at that. Good job. I feel much better. That one was just way too close for comfort, isn't it?
Yeah.
Victory. Well done, you. I hope you all enjoyed that little comic aside. Should we go back to the people doing actual serious work?
Yeah, let's do it. Look at that. I could have got that branch down while I was up there.
Oh, man. Never mind.
That branch really frustrates me.
Next time. Oh my gosh, I feel awful. Oh, that's horrible. It's horrible taking life. It is, love, it is. But, you know, I watched a video about these things. They're like invasive in Europe. They're horrible. Well, there you go, folks. John's going to come and bury that so that nothing untoward happens. But I think that we can call it a day. Let's go back up to the biopool, shall we, and see what's going on. The one thing I will take comfort from in the fact that we have killed those caterpillars is that we did it without chemicals. I really hate the idea of coming on here and just spraying chemicals around and trying to control a problem with insecticides. That feels really wrong to me. We don't even use insecticides in our house to spray for mosquitoes and flies because, well, if they're killing mosquitoes and flies, they're definitely not good for us. And I don't want the boys around that kind of stuff. So, you know, a fire and a bit of a mission of a situation to get them down is a lot more eco-friendly than it would be to spray them with insecticides. So anyway, we'll keep you posted on that other nest and what we managed to get organised with that. Wish us luck.
All right, just leave the processionary caterpillars there for a minute, and I came back and Mario and the guys are just having a look at the heights and the levels of the staircase. This is what it looks like right now. It's looking fairly imposing, isn't it? They're going to soften it. It's going to look great when it's finished. But we are talking about heights now. So the top step right there at the top is about 0.5 metre, give or take, 1.5 foot higher than the wall at the front here. So Mario's like, okay, so do we lift this part up to the same height as the top step, or do we have it and then kind of go a bit squonk, like downhill a little bit from the top step to the top of the wall? And so my call on it is, I think it's going to look better if we keep all the levels at the front the same and just sort of go up towards the back step. I think it'll look good.
Oh man, the day is drawing to a close, but work continues. I've been away for a bit, just collecting these two who are now back having a ball in the mud. And these guys, I think, must be surely about to wrap up. It's starting to get a little bit cold. The day is coming to an end, but we've got a few more big rocks going into place here. And we will see how far they get. I think they need to come back for at least another half day, if not another whole day. Gosh, this project is so much bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, I've got my woolly hat back on now. It's the end of another long day today. It's been rewarding, it's been successful in equal measure. It's been a bit tricky. Mario is finishing off now, just ending his day by backfilling the Biopool. Hopefully that means that we can get a little bit of rubber in there maybe tomorrow now, and start filling it up. That's pretty exciting stuff.
Just stuck my head out from cooking supper to the most incredible sunset. Look at that.
It's the fellas packing up for the night. We got a lot done today, but the steps are just not quite finished. And there's still plenty of work to do down on the Biopool. So I'm hoping any minute now Mario just turns those lights off, gets out of his digger, and walks to one of the trucks. So that would mean that he's coming tomorrow to finish off. That would be very good news, because it's dry again tomorrow. If he's going to get a lift home with the guys, you know. No. Yes, people. That's excellent news. All right. Mario said not tomorrow, so mañana isn't possible. Let's see. I think the reason why tomorrow is not possible is because they need another 3 meters worth of rock. I think, anyway, to finish off one of the sides. So hopefully that'll be the next day, Wednesday. That would be, it's Monday today. Obrigado, Mario. Obrigado. Ciao.